camps being taken with the Hawk shot flying out during the laning phase, and then engage, and you know what? Ashe might not be doing the damage to do lethal damage, but Nocturne, Jace, and LeBlanc can be on that particular assignment. Gonna be Ezreal, Alistar versus Ashe and Tahm Kench. Live or replay, I asked. This was the matchup for a lot of 2018, especially at the start of the year. Over for Valhalla in the previous game, but apart from that, was fine.
Now, it looks like we are back into the game, so CV mode has been cancelled. Pup Smithy, you got your wish.
Crowd cheers?
Yeah, and Jen feels like, you know, the kid that's just put on an extra t-shirt, you know, as Peanut jumps on top of a ward. KT's bottom lane. In trouble. There's 4 members of Gen G down here. Mia has used the flash now. The Grey Health still available as Gango underneath this turret. Fear Beyond Death will be there as Disdain not enough. The Devour comes in. It's a 1-for-1 trade. And you give that in favor of KT as Gango still under the turret ruler. Very low on health. Quickly or start off a fight. The Mountain Drake will be going down to the first dragon. And uncontested here from Gen G as Peanut is going back to base.
Gragas has to make a lot of plays like he is, which is clear a camp and chill bot. Do something, chill bot, because the Ashe plus Nocturne is the most obvious turret dive or dive in with that paranoia. So, Drake's going to be given up to end the top lane phase for now, or delay it as bot live.
Yeah, there's a headbutt pulverized combo as Mia takes a lot of damage. It will be a dead Tahm Kench, but Gango, he's not going to die just yet. And no arrow invested in this bottom lane. Man, Umpty kicking himself, but not... Yeah, I think so too. Slight miscommunication potentially as Smeb says, well, that's a bit of money there as Hex Flash. Gonna come in, there's the headbutt pole, but now Cube looking for more. No! Doesn't land the E, and Smeb is going to flash over the wall. Does at least have himself a Twilight Shroud, but can't press too many buttons as Smeb right on top of him. No, doesn't get that Shock Blast. It's a bit of a lucky dip there as Umpty channeling the Rift Herald. Not a lot Gen G can do about it. This should be taken on the top side of the map as BDD really wants his blue buff to kick in. That's a lot of extra money going over to the Jace. 320. You could have a kill, or you could have that. And I'd probably take that.
Yeah, absolutely. You definitely get the gold on someone who's in a really good position. Cube having his Gunblade delayed is very frustrating for Gen G, because I think around 1
makes his way back. Losing out in the farm just a little bit. Should be able to claw himself back in as Peanut finds Umpty. A lot of damage already being done here as Paranoia has been popped. Ward is down. He can get back in looking for some of his cooldowns as now BDD over the side. The Q is going to land. Peanut very close, but the chains don't land. Smeb wants to find the Shock Blasters. Fly will pick up the first kill of this skirmish. Now, it's the Voyage, but it's not the Voyage that you want. That's the Urgot, and that is one hell of a weird picture-in-picture. As now Smeb should be able to get this one against Cube. Not a lot of buttons remain, but no. Unable to do so, and now Mia in no man's land. Gen G just wipe the floor with them.
Mamma mia, things fall apart for the sides other than Unknown Magic Mantle top side.
Yeah, Cube going down very, very low here as Smeb can't keep him in that W in hammer form. Jumps back forward, and Cube picks it up. And KT look all over the place.
Cube salting okay at that, so that's nice.
Yeah, you certainly are. I like to think that you retired because you were so good at casting, not because you weren't good at League of Legends.
Well, we try to remember ourselves in the best light, as Smeb and Cube Nocturne's around this.
Yeah, how is Smeb going to remember this moment, though, is the question, as Cube does have a bit to off. Move towards 20 minutes on an even footing, and there's Gen G in it. It just feels really rough, as that's rough as heck. Cube easily cleaning it up.
That was really nicely done, though. The mind games are so real with the Shroud, as Fly is alone, but who's flanking who?
Yep, he was feared, but he was also gold, so not too afraid of it.
Series, that's not necessarily World's implications. It vindicates a tournament that's about how your roster change is looking. The roster changes are looking good, Atlas. They're looking like they're going to make their first domestic final with the roster changes they've put together. And that is a vote of confidence, and that shows they learned something from World. Game state hasn't changed, and thus, we've already had some throws this series. Who's to say another one can't come?
Yeah. And now Smeb, he's trying it again.
But he's got to make this time.
Yeah, Cube, and they're just bouncing him around. He's not a tennis ball, that's an Akali. As he dives back forward, he's looking for Umpty. He's gonna pick it up. A 1-for-1 is not what you wanted in a 1v2 scenario, and Gen G say, well, thank you very much. That's an Abyssal Voyage down to the bottom lane as well. We'll take the Baron.
But KT are coming back in here. Here comes BDD. They only have one smite.
Yeah, teleport in from Smeb actually, as BDD's over on the top side as well. Ruler takes that shock blast, but it's the Baron down already from Genji. Can KT actually clean this one up? Is the question, as Life was trying to get down Gango, but Devour comes in the last second from Mia. The Urgot has fallen, and the cow should go down afterwards. Ruler should be able to keep himself alive, but he's going to be the only one with the Baron.
They take the Baron, but they take heavy losses, Atlas.
He's going to go for the high damage option in the Infinity Edge. Nash, of course, liking for different reasons.
Ruler actually shorted his W on the turret. They will take the mid lane turret here. Predator can be popped and zoned. Don't even have to throw the Gragas cask anymore. You can just press the Predator and people will move away.
Oh, I thought Gango was angling himself for a potential arrow, but doesn't decide to go for it. QSS is now completed onto Ruler, so they won't be able to grab him. Do the Paranoia up. All the ultimates that KT need to start these fights is there, but they don't have Smeb with half his health bar now because KeSPA found him for a few moments.
Pushing into the mid lane, only one Baron, but that's the only one they need. It's on Ruler, so that's exactly who they wanted. Eyes on the transform timing from Ruler, because suddenly, if he has Saracen Iceborne Gauntlet, he actually doesn't care about this behind Nocturne, because he can just ignore it, top side.
Yeah, arrow is just going to pierce the heavens, but that's still going to be a dead Urgot no matter what. And he's going to be able to get the assist somehow there as well, I believe, from Hawkshot, providing vision.
Much more overlap, it's much more likely that you'll be able to guarantee each subsequent buff as Cuba's in the back line.
Yeah, he wants to stop it right now as Gango. Oh, that's not what you want to see. A bit of a panic ultimate comes in, and now Mia is certain to follow after him as well. The double kill as Cube just takes matters into his own hands.
Gango tries to predict the position there. Kali's not behind. You can't find her. They're going to mainline through the mid lane here, and Genji going to get so much.
They're going to get everything that they want at this point in time. Smeb trying to clear out minions more than anything else now as the flashes forward. BDD not going to get touched though, as Peanut has to go into his stopwatch, and Cube once more. Smeb will go down to the GAs. The Fear Beyond Death isn't going to get the Fear this time as BDD gets himself successfully out. No, he doesn't, as Ruler pops in over the top. They're looking for the aces. Umpty wonders where all his friends have gone.
They're all dead, Atlas. They all died in an instant because Cube found the right timing. Wasn't sure about the Devour time. It didn't matter. I know 40% CDI not enough.
And now he can turn the lights off. Oh, there's a certain Enrique Iglesias song that I now want to be singing as Fly jumps forward, and he's not going to last that much longer, but Papa with them gatekeeping here as Blue Trinket goes down. Gango has the arrow available. See whether he can actually hit any priority targets, and no, KT say it's not worth going for it. They don't have a smite, they can't contest.
It's not game 3 or game 2, but because it's the smite. Get away with some silly business. Inferno will come in. That's a lot of AD and AP, as Ruler is basically a hybrid champ.
Get a couple more during a couple of series before this one.
So here you go. Genji push up in multiple lanes. Akali's bringing the minion wave in mid lane, moving faster now.
Yeah, and Umpty's completely out of position on the bottom side. Doesn't even have Paranoia range available to him. This inhibitor is just going to go down. The mid had already been taken, and is actually relatively close to coming back up again. As Umpty flanking position, but just not the right state of the game for him to be able to have any impact. Just this damage maneuver as Cube does take a big chunk there from BDD.
At 16, but I don't think it's going to be too impactful in this game. Down goes the inner turret.
Whoa. And you know, champions take a little bit more damage from that because turrets will only scale off one of your damage quotients, and Ruler's going to hit people with both. As Cube is going to go into the Zhonya's. Paranoia is there. That shock blast is going to be really important as Paranoia was just waited for. And now Genji find themselves without Nakali, a very strong member of this team as Fly does get himself out. Buffered the disdain pretty perfectly there. BDD gets sniped by Ruler, and now it's a 4v4. And maybe the 4v4 that Genji won. Fly looking for more. It's a double for Ruler now as Mia right in the middle of the team, and Peanut wants to finish that one off. Life with the double knockoff. It's the triple kill for the Ezreal, and Smeb has to watch as his base falls apart and his KeSPA Cup hopes have been destroyed. Genji will be meeting one of Damn One Gaming or Griffin in the KeSPA Cup Final 2018 and their first domestic final.
A huge moment for Genji as an org and the players so long suffering on the domestic scene. 4 entire calendar years with did they finish first in the LCK season? Does Auto be seeded to the final? Never could they make it through. They finally, at the KeSPA Cup, will get a monkey off their
You